Hi Japnit, good morning. How are you today?
Hi, good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, Japnit, first of all, thanks a lot for taking out time and agreeing to, talk to our prospective students about your experience working with Team LilacBuds. Thanks a lot for that. So, why don't we start with a quick, brief introduction of yourself?
Sure. So, like everyone know, my name is Japnit. So, I was a recent graduate when I approached LILAC, to be honest. I just completed my BBA from Amity and I was a clueless student, I would say, to be honest. I knew that, I had certain parts of my life which I had taken care of, like, I have to give my GMAT, I have to, get good grades. But after that, I was just lost. So, and there was just one dream which I had was to get into one of the top unis. The reason why was because I think it was a scapegoat to my career. It was something, I really wanted to do was, have a really good career at the end of the day. So getting into one of the top uni would have, helped me with it. So that was my dream altogether. And then when I approached you guys, all the questions, about my short-term goals, my long-term goals, who I am as a person, it really helped me to, grow as an individual, to be
Okay.
very honest.
Great. And we'll talk about it more in detail probably towards the future course of questions here. But let's start with giving our viewers a quick understanding of which schools did you apply to in Europe for your Masters in Management and what have been the results there?
So for me, it was like, let's just apply to all the universities we can. So, starting from HEC Paris, INSEAD, ESCP, all of the universities, Audencia, Emlyon, so we really applied to almost all the universities altogether. But when it comes to, which universities I wanted to get into, top one was HEC. I was pretty, religious about it. I want to get into HEC no matter what. But then I realized that I would say the first offer letter which I got was from ESCP. And with a 45% scholarship, I think once I got the scholarship as well, my parents and you as well were pretty, serious about the fact that that is the university for me.
Yeah, for sure. 45% scholarship for a Masters in Management program is usually not the norm, right?
Not the norm, exactly.
Yeah.
And the kind of university it is, I think everyone knew, like leaving me, everyone else knew that I am, going to choose that university at the end of the day. But I had to, explore, and I did that, and I got into other universities as well, leaving HEC, obviously. But then I realized that ESCP is the university for me. The kind of, the curriculum they have, the kind of people they have, the people I met, through Zoom meetings and everything, I realized that it was the right decision.
So what made you finally enroll with LilacBuds?
So I would give a lot of credit to my mother as well for this. So she made a lot of calls, she did her research, and then she got in touch with Rajiv sir. It wasn't the consultancy, I would say. She got in touch with Rajiv sir specifically. And then she came to know about LILAC and, the kind of help you, the kind of approach you basically use to, help students get admitted. And then you were my mentor, obviously, and the process was like very smooth. It was enjoyable, and it wasn't like, you tell me something and I need to do it. It was more of you understanding me as a person. You really understood what my goals are and, what kind of career I would want at the end of the day. So for me, that was the most enjoyable part, is that someone is able to understand me better. Someone knows what my life is supposed to be and, what kind of end goal I really want at the end of the day. So, you also helped me navigate my career choice, to be honest, because initially I was like, I want to have my own food truck business. I want to get into the food business, food industry. But I think when I did an analysis about myself and the kind of scope I have for me, I realized, no, that is not what I want. That is something which it was an easy way of, just saying, oh, this is my dream, so I should be doing this. But understanding that, what my skills were, what kind of, things I was really good at, it made me realize that that wasn't my career choice at all. So I think throughout our interactions also, you were very patient, you were very kind, and you were supportive, and you were very straightforward. I think that's the best part, that you were very straightforward. You used to be like, okay, you want to tell this narrative of the story, it's okay, but it's not going to help you out, so don't do that.
you like to talk a bit more about the LilacBuds portal, which you had access to? How did it make your life easier as compared to the conventional methods of working with consultants?
I mean, first of all, writing things in it is, you have an AI model in it, right? So it really helps you with the writing part. If you really want to write an essay or just get an idea, it was very helpful for that. Most of the time, I was just like, I don't know what to do. And you're like, just try to, get some ideas on point, just some few points down, just note it down, and then we'll, build a story around it. So I guess getting those ideas from the portal itself was really easy. And also it was very convenient, everything was there, all the files were there. We knew how to access it, you had access to it as well. And so it was very, very convenient. And one of the most easiest website I've used so far, I'll be really honest. Like, you go to a few websites that are really complicated. You don't know how to reach out to people. You don't know how to, upload a file. So it was a very convenient website as well.
I'll pass on your good feedback to Prayash, who takes care of he's basically the CTO of the organization. So I'll pass on good feedback to him. And finally, Japnit, so what would be your advice as one of the recent students who's gotten an admit to a top Masters in Management program in Europe with almost 50% scholarship? What would be your advice to other aspirants who are looking to follow the same career trajectory?
I mean, I would tell you, first of all, do your research. Okay, I got ample time during COVID because I think that's the time when I really realized that I need to, really focus. It's my time to focus and basically think about my career. So do your research. Don't be, just thinking, oh, I'm gonna, so let's just pick top unis and apply to that. Don't do that. I was very impatient about it that I want to get into top unis, and I think over the line I did not really do my research thoroughly on that part. But when I got in contact and when I did my research, it was a much better way to look at the whole application process. Then I would say be patient as well. If you're in a hurry and you're like, okay, I want to go to this university and I got an offer letter, don't do that. Just be patient. Look at all the kind of, opportunities you are getting and then make a decision. Don't be very, quick about making a decision for your life because it's a huge opportunity which you're going to get and it's a very big decision. Yeah. And I would also say networking is really important. That is something which I did not do. I was like, my mother will just help me out with it because she's always been that help, right? So for me, it was always like my mother will do it for me or my dad will do it for me. But personal networking, get to know the alumni and, getting in touch with them really helps. So that is something which now that I'm doing it, further down the process just to get in touch with 2023 people or 22 people, I'm in touch with them right now. So it really helped me understand the university better. So that is also something you should do. And also know the kind of course which is good for you. For me, I was all over the place. Let's go for HR, let's go for finance, let's go for marketing. And then I was like, no, this is not what I want. I think my goals and my aspiration would only be, I'll be able to fulfill it if I do a normal general management course. And it took me a lot of time to realize it. So you really need to understand what kind of course you're looking forward to do.
Yeah, I guess these kind of pointers coming from your side. So we keep on telling the same things to our prospective students, but obviously coming from someone like you who's very recently gone through the process and understands the value of it, will I'm sure be very helpful for our students or prospective students who would be watching this video. So So in the end, Japnit, I would just like to say thank you for taking out time and coming and talking to me. And all the best for your study Masters in Management at ESA, one of the top schools in Europe. And we'll be in touch. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.